Hello viewers, welcome to ICSE Board Class 10 Physics Numericals 9.4. We are solving the numericals from the chapter Electrical Energy, Power and Household Circuits. So far we have completed numericals 1 to 10. In this episode we are going to continue from numerical number 11. So let us start with our numerical. Numerical 11 says an electric bulb is marked with 100 watt and 200 volts. What information does it convey? How many joules of energy is consumed by this bulb in 2 hours? How long will it take for a bulb to consume 2 kilowatt hour? So first of all we have to find out the message conveyed by 100 watt and 200 volts. So it means that the energy consumed is at a rate of 100 joules per second and 200 volt is a potential difference across the circuit. How many joules? That means we have to find out the joules. So energy consumed by a bulb in 2 hours is P multiplied by 10. So 100 multiplied by 2 hours, that is 7200, that gives 720,000 joules. Then we have to find out for how long will it take for a bulb to consume 2 kilowatt hour. So energy consumed 2 kilowatt hour is equal to power multiplied by 10. So 100 multiplied by 10. So that gives me 2000 watt hour is equal to 100 watt multiplied by 10. 0 0 cancel, so it becomes 20 hours. So this is the way we do the sum. So if you know the formula and little bit of analysis of the question, then it becomes easy for you to solve the sum. I am going to solve question number 1. Question number 2 will be your homework. So let us start. Here answer practice problem 11.1. What is given that we will mark? We will write down here as our data. So here electric oven is marked with 1000 watts. So power is given as what? 1000 watt. And what is the potential difference given? Potential difference is given as 200 volt. What we have to find out? We have to find out the resistance as well as we have to find out the energy consumed for about half hours in joules. Understood? The next one we have to find out time in which the oven is going to consume 15 kilowatt hour of energy. So let us begin with this one. Power is equal to VI. Power is how much? 1000 watt is equal to V 200 and I we have to find out. So I is equal to 1000 upon 200, that is going to be what? 5 ampere current is passing. Now we have to find out resistance. So V is equal to what? IR. So what is V? 200. What is I? 5. We have to find out resistance R. So R is equal to 200 upon 5. That is going to become how many ohms? 40 ohms of resistance is there. So we got the resistance 40 ohms. What else? We have to find out energy consumed in half hour. So we write energy consumed in half hours, that means it is 1800 seconds, is equal to what? Power multiplied by time. So what is the power here? 1000 multiplied by time is what? 1800 seconds. So it gives how many joules? 1800 and then 1000 joules. So we got the energy consumed. This much amount of energy is consumed. Now it says time for finding out the running time for finding out the oven using 15 kilowatt hour. So we will find out 15 kilowatt hour. So we write here energy is equal to power multiplied by time. So here how much it is going to use? 15 kilowatt hour. Let me write down properly. Is equal to how much power it is? 1000 watt multiplied by 10. So here 15 multiplied by 1000 watt hour so here watt hour is equal to 1000 watt time in hour. So here time in hour is equal to 15 multiplied by 1000 upon 1000. This one cancel. So how many hours it is? Time is equal to 15 hours. Understood? So this is the way we do the sum. So if you see, it is pretty simple only if you are able to write the correct proper formulas and equations for finding out energy. If you have any doubt or any questions, please let me know in the comment box. I will work it out with the rest of the sum. Let us move on to sum number 12. Sum number 12 says calculate the monthly bill for a heater which is a resistance of 50 ohm, use 200 volts, means such that it daily uses for 4 hours and cost for 1 kilowatt hour is 2 rupees 50 paisa. So first of all we will find out the power. Power is equal to V square upon R. So that means that it is producing 800 watts. Energy consumed by day is what? Power multiplied by time. So 800 multiplied by time, for how many hours it is using? That is using for 4 hours daily. So this is 3200 watts. Again it is daily, so multiply by 30, you get 96,000 watt hour. So 96 kilowatt hour is for month. And energy cost is how much? 2.50 rupees. So 2 rupees 50 paisa is the energy cost for day. So multiply by 2.5 multiply by 96. How much rupees he has to pay for a month? 240 rupees. I hope you understood this one. Let us move on to sum number 1. Rest 2 sums 2 and 3 that you are going to do it. So let us solve question number 1 from practice problem 12. So here we write answer practice problem 12.1. What is given? Geyser is rated 2000 watts. So power is given as 2000 watt. Operates for 2 hours. So time is given 2 hours. A day on a mains, that is 200 volt. Calculate the monthly bill. So we have to find out monthly bill. So it is question mark. For running a geyser when energy cost is, so it is given. So energy cost is 1 rupees 90 paisa per kilowatt hour. So let us first of all work it out in a simple manner. So we say here energy consumed is equal to power multiplied by time. Here power is 2000 multiplied by time. So that is going to give us what? 4000 watt hours. This is for a day, but it is running daily. So if it is running daily, then daily, so it is going to become, for that is 30 days. So it will become what? 4000 multiplied by 30, that is going to become 3 4s are 12. So this is watt hour. So 120,000 watt hours. Now converting into kilowatt hour. So 120 kilowatt hour. Now for 1 kilowatt hour it is 1.90 rupees. We got it. So for 1 kilowatt hour 1.90 rupees. For 120 how much it comes up to, that we have to find out. It is pretty simple. So here it is given for 1 kilowatt hour how much rupees he has to pay, 1.90 rupees he has to pay, and throughout the whole month how many kilowatt hours he is using, 120 kilowatt hour is using. So here 120 multiplied by 1.90 rupees, that is going to give 228 rupees. So this is my answer. So I hope you understood how to do sum number 12. It is pretty simple, it is easy if you know the proper formulas that you are going to use. If you practice this 2 to 3 times, you will be becoming acquainted with the formulas and the method of doing it. Thanks very much, guys. I'll solve question number 13 and 14 in the next episode.